Alright guys, so I'm not in the van today. Was earlier, but it's dark outside and we saw how well that worked. So, just going to show you a couple things I ended up with today. It's over the last 2 days, but it wasn't really 2 days of sourcing. It was just probably just an hour and a half at 2 different stores. So anyway, this isn't stuff I would normally do all the time. I'm just kind of seeing how different categories work. That's the word I was looking for. So anyway, I found, man, the light's terrible there. These two Hot Wheels, they're a Halo version of a Hot Wheel. They're not restricted. They were $1 a piece. I think they sell for 9 or 11, something like that. So I grabbed those. I messed around with a bunch of other Hot Wheels and couldn't really find any. You could make $1 or $2 on a couple of them, but I'm not sure packaging wise how hard it's going to be to deal with those. So I'm going to kind of test it with those two and see what happens. They're ranked high in toys. I think they're under 20,000 in toys. These I got just because they were $1 a piece. They sell for about $8. They were on clearance at Walmart, and I don't know how fast they'll move, but I wasn't too worried about it. So what I did do is one of the stores had games that were buy two get one free. So by the time I did that on these, this stack, they all ended up about $8 a piece, and they sell for over 20. Both these puzzles end up, they were $8 a piece, and they sell for about 25. And then the Ticket to Ride games, I want to say they sell for, it's like close to $60 or $70, and they were about 30 bucks. This game here is a $40 or $50 game, and they ended up being like $15. So basically all these games, I make about $10 a piece on. So by the time it's all said and done, about $200 worth of profit. I had to spend about $350 to do that. No, it was close to 300. Sorry. So by the time it washes out, I'm trying to be at double what I put in, so it's not quite there, but they all have really good rankings. I mean, they're all in toys. They all have great reviews, and they're under, I want to say they're all under 20,000, maybe a little higher. So I'm pretty sure they're going to go quick. These Discovery toys I got for $8 a piece, and they go for about 30. I think they're about $8 a piece I make on them. And then this ramen cooker, they go for $10, and they were on clearance for $2.99. So I grabbed all they had left of those. I wanted to get that because I'm trying to get another FBA shipment together all at once before my wife goes out of town. And there is some stuff in that box. I've mentioned them before, dog treats. I've done pretty well with dog treats. It's a couple brands that I never knew till I started doing this. And since I started doing this, I found them a couple times, and they've sold really quickly, and I can make decent money on them, about $5 a bag, and they've been costing me about $5 a bag. And then there's also, that box is completely full of 20 more items to restock, 20 of one item. That is one that is probably my first going to be normal price, just restock item that I found. Track that one down at Lowe's, and going to kind of go from there. So this has been, I guess, a small haul video that people do, but nothing too crazy. It's just something you can watch for. All the games here just happen to be, like I said, they were buy two get one free, and then on top of that, the Labyrinth, the Ticket to Ride, and the Codename, they were all had like a $10 a piece discount. So by the time you added all the discounts together, it made it to where you could, clear about 10 bucks a game on them. So it made it kind of borderline worth doing for what a lot of people do on what they want for ROI and profit. But I hadn't messed around in games too much, and I want to see what happens with it. So I decided to go ahead and give it a try. So I got all these already in Inventory Lab. While I was out sourcing, I did find... let me pause this real quick. Okay. So while I was out, I did find these bed kits. I found two that were this Frozen. I never even saw this movie, fortunately. Heard the song over and over again from my nieces, but anyway, this one and then a Minnie Mouse set that was the same way. I want to say they're over $100 on Amazon, but they are restricted. I don't know if they're restricted for everybody. They weren't. They were restricted for me. There was two of this one and two of the Minnie Mouse, and both of them were over $100 on Amazon. They're about, when I did the sold listings on eBay, we're looking, they had sold for between $70 and $80 with $20 shipping, so they were going for essentially $100. I picked up each of those for $15 a piece, so I should, after shipping and fees from eBay, make $40 a piece on them. So that was a good find. One of those things where, if it's a restricted item on Amazon, don't stress it. Just, figure out a way and move on. Look out on eBay, look at those sold listings and see if it's something you can do there. Those will probably be the biggest profit items. I try to stick with FBA just because of how easy it is to fulfill that stuff, but I'll ship these for, $40 profit a piece. If I can make $160 on them, I'll take the time to ship them. So before I hurried and listed them on my local classifieds just to see if I can get somebody. If not, I'll throw them up on eBay, which honestly, that's probably going to be where they go. I only listed them late last night and haven't got anything on my local classified stuff yet. So if not, I'm not too stressed about it. Because they were going, there was a ton of sold listings for them on eBay, so I know they'll go quick. But yeah, that's just kind of a callback to, I mentioned it before, is just I'm not stressing about being restricted. If it's a restricted item right now, I'm just go ahead and look on eBay, and if it's going on eBay, if the margin's there, then I'll do it. If I was only going to make $5-10 on it, I probably wouldn't mess with it, but on something like that where I can make $40 a pop, I'll give it a shot. So anyway, hopefully it wasn't too boring, and that's kind of what I got this time. I'm going to get some labels printed up and send it out and go from there. If I look at my Inventory Lab, like I said, my numbers aren't exactly where I wanted to be. I'm still working on that, but it's showing my total buy cost as $482.46 for everything that's on the couch and also in those boxes. Those are stuff that I'm looking at. I'm going to do a video. I'm looking, kind of switching, not switching, but going from retail arbitrage, to, which I am enjoying, to online arbitrage, which one of those items I've done that with. I just order it online, it shows up, and I reship it out. And also looking at wholesale. I sat down this weekend and I sent out emails to 6 different suppliers for stuff that I found doing retail arbitrage that is sold out already. Some of it, Amazon's selling it before it gets to them. I literally, it hits the inventory as soon as I scan the package. Amazon is already showing it as reserved. And then if I go online and I pull up the listing just on Amazon, I can see my store, and it shows my store as back ordered, and it shows the items arriving the day that my tracking number is showing, and then there's gone. So as soon as I hit, it pops up in my daily sales. So Amazon's blowing that inventory out as soon as it gets there. So that's great. So it looks like, so I'm not switching, but I'm trying to get more of the online arbitrage, but then also look at getting, to be a wholesaler for a couple of those companies that I'm just blowing that stuff out as soon as it arrives. I've shipped in like 2 sets of stuff that I found retail wise, and it's already gone. So I'm going to see if I can take the next step and switch to wholesale with those couple companies. So right now, I try to get basically where I double my money on anything I buy. And some of that stuff I have, some stuff I'm better. This stuff hasn't totally been that way. My total buy cost is $482.46, and my net profit is $352.71. The average sales rank is just under 100,000. 62 different items, 62 total items, 14 different items, and a total sales value of $1,200. But the number that matters, if I'm going to sell $1,000, but I'm making $352.71. So I'd like to be, if I spend $480, I'd like to get $480. And those items that I'm doing the wholesale on, there's a good chance that that's what I'll be able to do. So that's what I'm trying to get set up now. Anyway, till next time, keep on sourcing. If any of this helped, like, comment, thumbs up if it's showing you anything. And until next time, have a great one, guys.